How do you beat a $4 million missile with a $20,000 drone? Welcome to the new economics of war. Across the skies of the Middle East, Iran's Shahed drones, crude, buzzing, propeller-driven machines, are forcing the world's most sophisticated militaries into an uncomfortable equation. Every time one of these drones appears on radar, the response is often a missile from systems like America's Patriot or THAAD. But here's the catch. A single interceptor missile can cost around $4 million. The drone it destroys may cost $20,000 to $50,000. And that imbalance is exactly the point. The Shahed 131 and Shahed 136 are not cutting-edge stealth weapons. They aren't hypersonic. They don't fly particularly fast. In fact, their top speed is barely 185 kilometers per hour. But they were never designed to be perfect. They were designed to be cheap, simple, and everywhere. Stripped down, a Shahed drone looks more like a small delta-winged aircraft than a traditional missile. About 3 meters long, powered by a small piston engine with a propeller at the back. Inside the nose sits a 40 to 60 kilogram explosive payload. Once launched, using a disposable rocket booster, the drone cruises hundreds, sometimes thousands, of kilometers toward its target, guided by pre-programmed coordinates. And then it does something chilling. It dives straight into the target. That's why they're called kamikaze drones. But the real power of the Shahed isn't the drone itself. It's the swarm. Iran's strategy is simple. Launch dozens, sometimes hundreds, at once. Air defenses may shoot down most of them, but even a 90 or 95% interception rate still means some get through. And every interception burns through expensive missiles. In other words, even when the drone loses, it can still win the cost war. Some estimates suggest Iran has launched more than 2,000 Shahed drones in recent conflicts. They've targeted military bases, oil infrastructure, and cities. They've appeared not just in the Middle East, but also on the battlefields of Ukraine, where Russia now uses them heavily. The distinctive buzzing sound of their engines has even earned them a nickname among Ukrainian civilians, the lawnmower. But the story doesn't end there, because now the United States is starting to play the same game. Washington has introduced its own low-cost attack drone called Lucas, the low-cost uncrewed combat system. Like the Shahed, it's a one-way attack drone designed to loiter over targets and strike precisely. Each one costs roughly $35,000. In other words, the world's most advanced militaries are adapting to a battlefield where cheap technology beats expensive defenses. And this shift has been building for years. From Ukraine to West Asia, the drone revolution is transforming warfare. Instead of massive tank columns and fighter jet dominance, the front lines are increasingly filled with small unmanned aircraft, remote operators, and swarms of precision strikes. War is becoming faster, cheaper, and in some ways, eerily similar to a video game where operators thousands of kilometers away control machines that turn entire battlefields into moving kill zones. The Shahed drone may look simple, but it has forced a powerful question onto modern warfare. What happens when quantity becomes more powerful than technology? Because in today's conflicts, sometimes the most dangerous weapon in the sky is the cheapest one.